Hi, little bird. It's your girl Jalen coming back at you with another YouTube video, and this one I especially like again because it's one I've seen popular all over, but it's one I wanted to do for myself just because I wanted to do a comparison for me and see where I've been so far. Yes, I've just started. I've only been on HRT for 1 year and 2 months, or by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be about 3 months. And it's reacting to my old photos, which some of them that I have dug up, I'm not sure if I really want to show on camera, but I'm going to because it's who I was, it's who I still am. Nothing much has changed, just me being true to who I am and how I feel and how I identify. So it's still part of me, it's just that part almost feels like a distant memory almost, or a different person when I look at the pictures even now, even though it's only been a year since I started hormones. It's feels almost like a very different person. So, alright, the first one I have from a long time ago. I was a little baby. I don't know how old I was in this picture. I think I was about 1, maybe 2, because it looks like I was just starting to walk around. I was a very cute baby. I had blonde hair. I wish I could have kept it, but it wasn't in the cards for me, which several of my sons, as you've seen in one of my previous videos, do still have that blonde hair, and it makes me jealous every time. So I was a cute baby. I was happy from all the pictures I've seen. You know, I don't think any gender issues came up when I was a baby, but I was cute. So, you know, cute babies. Let's move on to, okay, gotta go into here. Alright, my next one, I was probably 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and you can definitely tell I had the 80s outfit on, and I don't know what was going on with my hair, but my hair reminds me a lot of my dad's. It was a little longer, and it almost has his little brassy color to it. And I don't have a real smile on my face, so I don't know. I might have been even younger when I was dealing with a lot of ear infections and things like that when I was about that age. I was still cute, I think. Alright, oh gosh, this is one of the ones that I was dreading, and this is from junior high, 93, 94, so I was 13, and I don't know why I signed my picture. Well, actually, darn it. Okay, anyway, this is the one from 94, 95. I don't know where the other one went, but for some reason I signed my own picture in the yearbook. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd be famous. I don't know. And you can kind of see the pimples. I was not self-confident in junior high. And this was a striped shirt that I wore a lot in junior high. I remember it was like blue and white. And what is going on with my hair? I don't even know what's going on with my hair because it doesn't look like it's styled. It's just there. And I know in junior high, this is where I kind of had a lot of issues. I was being bullied a lot, made fun of a lot. I remember one particular instance that I never told my parents about, but It was a time when we were in the courtyard. It was during lunch, and I was wearing pants at the time, and the pants kind of got a wrinkle right where your crotch was, and it looked like a bulge. And several of the girls noticed, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he has a boner. He has a boner for us." I'm like, it made me so embarrassed and self-conscious at that time that it just hurt me so bad, because I tried to deny it as much as I could, but they weren't buying it. And I remember just running off to the bathroom, and I got in one of the stalls, and I cried for the rest of lunch, that lunch period. And that was probably my worst time. I had wished I hadn't had that part, and I was like very dysphoric at the time, and it was like, was not liking myself. So this next one is, fast forward a little bit more. This was 2006, and I was happy. I was a good-looking guy, clean cut. It was right after. It wasn't right after my mission, but all of these are in the wrong order. Anyway, technical difficulties, right? And I was in the van with my ex, and we were driving somewhere, I don't know where, but she snapped a picture. And this is a little further ahead. This is 2009. We were living in Texas at the time, and I don't know what I was doing with my hair. Again, it looks like I had colored it. I colored it like red, and you could tell I have a little weight on me, and I have a slight smile, but at the time I can tell you we had a lot of things going on with our marriage, and I hadn't quite lost my job yet, but it was coming, and Texas was not a very good time for us. I really felt horrible during this time. It was a time when I went back to, really wanting to change myself, and I didn't understand it at the time. And whenever she would go out at this time, I would dress in women's clothes. So it was a time that I was definitely dysphoric. I just was not feeling life at this time, and I wasn't happy at all. So, and I think that smile kind of says it. Okay, this one is a little further ahead, when Hunter, I think, was 2, or yeah, probably 2, so 2011. And again, you can see, okay, I was trying to go for a look that, my ex had told me, why don't you spike your hair? I like spiky hair. So I was spiking my hair for the longest, which, as you can tell, it doesn't really work with longer hair on the sides, and it's all tall on top. And this is a shirt that, again, I wore a lot. Apparently I liked stripes throughout life, which I don't mind stripes now, but they're definitely not what I go for. So I was a handsome guy, as in guy mode, if you will. When I wasn't out yet, I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I was, or what was causing all this turmoil inside of me. And again, you kind of see my smile. It's there, but I don't see a happy person. I still see there's some pain, some restriction that there. Okay, and fast forward, this was 2016, and this was right as I moved to Florida, and I went to a few football games, basketball games at University of Florida. Yes, where the Gators play. Go Gators. And I was definitely reaching at this point. I was reaching for anything to feel more masculine. So I decided, hell, I will grow my beard out. And honey, why was I growing my beard out? Because it was not a cute beard. It was very sparse. It looks like a Chinese person is growing it. I was definitely stretching it, and I can see that I was still in the church at the time because you can see the outline of my garment underneath my shirt. So I was still in the church. Whether I didn't attend very much when I was in Florida. I went a few times because I didn't feel comfortable there. None of the members even reached out to me. They never said, hey, how are you? You know, I didn't get that emotional connection from the church members there, unfortunately. And so it caused me not to really want to go there because nobody would greet me. And then plus I was like one of the only single people there in this ward or this church building, and it was really hard because, you know, all these people have young families and I didn't have my family, and it was just me. I'm just the young single guy that potentially was hitting on the other guy's wives or whatever. And that's definitely how I felt when I came in all the time. They would kind of look at me and like, oh, he's here again. Great. So I was really stretching for the masculinity and just didn't feel it. Alright, so this is right as I came out in July or August, give or take, and my friend Tia had given me a few clothes, and you know, I was trying to rock it. I'm sorry. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this thing. I might be, you know, the ugliest girl possible, but I'm gonna rock this. I'm gonna wear the clothes. I'm gonna live full time. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I'm all for it. And you can even see, you know, I got a little pucker at the chest. So my breasts were definitely growing at the time, but the only bras I could wear at the time were like sports bras, really small things, or something that was real stretchy. So I was definitely trying. It was hard at first, but I was definitely trying at this point. Oh. And then there's one more. And then the other one is some clothes I got off of Wish.com. You know, I got a whole bundle of clothes and I was really excited for all these new clothes. And so I was rocking all these new clothes. The only issue I had, I got them in large, which I was fitting in large women's shirts just fine. I didn't realize they were large oriental sizes. So it fit more like a mediums, and you know, they were very cute tops and everything, and I really loved all the clothes, but it took some time to get used to because they were very tight and I wasn't used to wearing tight clothing. And you know, again, I was trying to rock it. I didn't have the long hair. You know, everybody's got to start somewhere. And then the last one, I took it, when did I take this? It was probably a couple months ago, and it's one of the pictures I really love. It's a new top that I just got from Maurice's, and you can tell I'm happy. I'm have that happiness to me, that glow. And definitely I like the changes that I have, that what I'm going with now, and everything that's happening, and it's happening at a pace that I like and appreciate. And so these are my pictures. Some of them are cringeworthy, as a lot of the YouTubers say. And, you know, again, it's part of your past. It's part of you. It's part of what makes you up. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Yes, some of them you might be very scared to show people, but don't be ashamed of who you were and who you're becoming. Because it's part of being your authentic self, being who you are, that special person that you need to find inside of you and love yourself. And that's what, for me, this is what that's all about, is loving yourself and finding yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. If you did, please subscribe below and hit that little bell so you get all my notifications and you find out what's going on with me and find out when my videos are being released. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like this, or even give me suggestions in the box below what you would like to see. Or if you liked it, give me, comments, because I'm not going to get better at this if you don't give me comments, feedback. So, alright, little birds, be your authentic selves and stay safe.